Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what?
Well, good morning, everybody. Catching up on the vlog with a little bit of coffee. Yesterday's fantasy game didn't go well, so it's paying homage, okay, to a guy who was on the Cheap Thieves, which I hope you all become fans of, because it's very important to me, my fantasy team. As I said, the first franchise player you can sign as long as you want I've ever had. We're going to show you the jersey for his jersey. I have one now named Jack Hughes, who I have signed till he's 34 years old, 35 years old. But the guy who crushed us last night, I mean, he just did us dirty for the Los Angeles Kings. And I'm going to wear this today, okay? Out of respect for this guy, Anze Kopitar, who absolutely destroyed us last night. And I think he's going to have a big year with Dano over there in L.A., picking up some of the defensive responsibilities. All right, we got day 2. These boys are going to get a W-A-L-K momentarily. I'm going to take a look at some hockey stuff, finish up the vlog, and get ready to head down for day 2. I expect a ton of people to late reg max in the short deck tomorrow. We shall see. So there was 19 when we left last night. Here's what I'll bet. I'll bet there'll be over 32. Want to bet? Well, let's bet $5. I'll bet you $5. Yeah, let's bet. Gamble. No gamble, no future, eh? BTO style. All right, before we take the pups for a WALK, I just wanted to show you our league and what we do here. We have what's called the Eddie Shack Conference. Okay, I'm in the East, and that's me, Cheap Thieves. We've won game, we're 0-1. And there you can see the divisions. Then we got the West, and then we've got the Tiger Williams Conference, the North and the South. The Big M's, that's the guy who's won 8 times, okay? This guy, Mustangs, is the guy. He's never won, not once. 0. Never won once. Never. 0. And never will. Impossible. Okay. That's just like a subtle, needle to my boy Serge. Okay. I'm going to talk more about this. We're not doing fantasy hockey today. That's it. You just get to see right now 0-1. Lots of games left. Good to go. No game tonight. Game tomorrow. Well, got a question for you and you. We'll ask you first. You want to go for a walk? You want to go outside? Is that a yes? You want to go outside? Okay, you do? That's a yes. You want to go for a walk? You want to go outside? Yeah, you want to go outside? Okay, let's go for a walk, Fatty. We call him Fatty, Chunky, and you. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Fly out the door. Come on, let's go outside. Come on. There you go, good boy. Okay, last fantasy for the day. This is an early look at tomorrow's lineup. Look at this beast. We got Aho, Wheeler, O'Reilly, Hintz, Trocheck, Voracek, Renski, Uyghur, Boquist, Cece. We're going with the Islander goalies at Florida rather than Calgary versus Edmonton. You see we got on the bench here Stutzel, Robertson, a whole bunch of guys, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but that's it. I just wanted to show you the decisions. Not much of a decision here, I think. Yeah, seems pretty. I mean, the goalie thing, yeah, whatever. So that's for tomorrow. We got to win tomorrow. And off we go to play some short deck. Okay, so I'm at the trailer nice and early, and, we're going to look at some different stats. We're going to look at some poker stuff and see how we're doing exactly in the Player of the Year race now that it's all been updated. And I'm going to zoom in on my laptop here. Okay, so as we can see over here on the right, 500 points have come thanks to some of those online deep runs and stuff. We've got 500 points in the No Limit. Puts us in 55th for the No Limit Player of the Year, which is a new thing this year. Kind of cool. But here on the main leaderboard, look at that. We're all the way up to 9th place with 1,161 points thanks to 7 cashes. We got some work to do, but we are in striking distance and happy with how it's going from that perspective. We're going to do our best here in the short deck.
Steven, give us your number.
I'm not.
Oh, no? No, come on.
What happened?
She thought I was,
no, Daniel, don't.
She was really fucking because we do look exactly alike.
Oh my God,
he's
Okay, so this is too good. She's about to interview my man, Steven Chidwick, except that's Yep, that's Stephen Chidwick.
I'm like if Chidwick.
Don't listen to whatever he says.
I'm like if Chidwick got bonked on the head pretty hard.
That's Seth Davies. That's not Chidwick. Poker News.
They want to interview you.
We're bagging.
They just brought me over for an interview. Yeah, can I do it for him? I'll be Steven. I can't do a British accent though. Do you still want to ask me questions?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
What are you? Okay.
Still. All right, you ready?
Do you know what my name is?
If it's not Steven.
It's not Steven, I promise you.
I feel like you're going to win the whole thing now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is hilarious.
This is great. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's funny. All right.
Whoever you are, give us your number one short deck
Whoever I am,
strategy or tip.
my number one short deck strategy is pretend I'm Stephen Chidwick. Try to do what he would do. Try to picture what he would do, and that's what I try to do every hand.
That's perfect.
Got it?
And can we have your name on camera, please?
My name's Seth Davies.
All right, we need to fix one little thing with the rules. We get these time extensions, right? And one of the things we do with these time extensions, generally, most of these tournaments, is they carry over. So you get 6 on day 1, and you would keep them. Last night, they didn't know that, so they took them all in. The problem with that is this. You get 6, right? And the other night, they're not worth anything. So either A, you could just waste time tanking, or B, which is worse, you could just keep a couple in your pocket. Because they have no value as of that day, but the next day they would, right? Or through on. So talking to Jack, making sure they get that right, because they don't really care. What's the difference, right? It's not, it doesn't affect them. We just want to do it the way it makes the most sense and is fair for everybody. So hopefully we fix that. We got a couple people jumping in. I see Sean Deeb jumping in. And not too many from what I can see right now. Added to the 19 from last night. All right, well, my bus. I have the ace queen. He has the ace jack. We are all in. And there's the jack. Yeah, I lose. F everybody. It's unreal how many fucking... I'm out. Okay. It's just fucking stupid. It's so annoying. It is getting annoying. Just hate going all in. Doesn't matter. I had the guy in good... Actually, that's a pretty good spot. He limped in the last position. I was the button. I raised 20,000 more. He went all in. I called with ace queen. He had ace jack, and I'm out. Brutal too, because there's only like 24 players left and 10 get paid. So we win that pot, we're gonna have 200K, and now we got a whole day ahead of us to do. I don't know what. We're gonna have to figure this out because I'm not jumping into the next one just yet. I'm gonna take a little break. So fucking hate going all in. I hate it. I don't give a shit if I have aces and I have 9 fucking deuce. It scares the shit out of me. Okay, so here's the deal. It's almost 3 o'clock right now, and we're strategizing, trying to figure out what is the best approach today, okay? And we may go off the board again with another event that was not on our schedule. That event is the, what is it, a $1,500 monster stack no limit hold'em. It's a 5-day event with 2 day ones, today or tomorrow, and it's got 10 levels of late reg. You can enter that at 10:30 p.m. There's no re-entry in this. You pick a flight, you go. Okay, so that's the one potential option, right? And, you know, if that's the case, there's the other, so then we have the other option, which is the deuce to 7 no limit with 1 re-entry. That one has late reg until midnight, okay, and it starts at 3 o'clock. So I have to figure out, and I will in the next little bit, whether it makes sense to play the deuce to 7 first and then do, I got to figure this out. Maybe I play the monster stack and then reg the deuce. I don't know. Either way, it's 3 o'clock now, and I probably will not be playing anything until about 7. Maybe earlier if we choose the deuce to 7. But decisions. Now, you know, like, it is a thing now. We are, for real, you know, it's early on in the series, only a couple weeks in, and we're in, you know, we've done our job in terms of keeping ourselves in contention for player of the year. We just need to have a, you know, the big score. But these ones, these big field no limits are just so easy to get points. I mean, the level of skill in the field is really weak and pays so many damn spots. So we got thinking to do. I know the other guys all do this. They all play all these fuckers. So maybe I should too. Ken Danico. Okay, my favorite. I watch all the New Jersey games because I got Hughes and Heischer and Boquist. And he knows his stuff. Ken Danico plays poker too. And we're checking out the chip counts, deciding what we're going to do here. So far, so good in terms of chill. So far, so good. Hughes with the goal. Let's go, buddy. This is the season. Breakout. Okay, oh my God. You got to watch this goal. You got to watch this goal from start to finish. My man, Jack Hughes. Watch this. 2-on-1, right? Okay, patience. Boom. Bring it up. Oh, no, you know what? I'll just wait till you fall on your ass and put it in the net for the OT winner. 2 goals to start the season. Jack Hughes. Cheap thief for life, buddy. Yeah. All right, we've made a decision, but first, before I tell you what we're gonna do, I just want to, explain how grateful I am that I'm in a position in my life that I can have this RV. I couldn't imagine as a 22-year-old kid when I was going down to Binion's Horseshoe a day where I would be, financially comfortable enough to do that, and it's so helpful. I spent about 5 hours in there just now, just chilling. I napped for a solid 2-3, watched, the hockey overtimes, really. Part of the thing, like I said, we have to pace ourselves somewhat during this World Series of Poker. And I need to make sure that when I jump into tournaments that I don't feel like, ugh. If I feel like, ugh, my play is going to be, ugh. And then all of a sudden, it'll be like, sloppy. I feel great right now. Had a coffee, got to brush my teeth because I have a toothbrush and everything like that. Feel fresh and clean. So we're going to go in for level 5. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play the deuce to 7 single draw. There is a re-entry. We'll probably play the first bullet maybe a little bit more aggressive with some bigger bluffs. I like to do a lot of fucking crazy shit in deuce to 7 single draw because it really works well with my image. So I get away with a shit ton of stuff. So that, the planners will probably play pretty aggressive on the first bullet, knowing that we have a backup just in case. And if the second one were to not go well, we have till 10:30. I mean, unlikely, but possible. Till 10:30 to go ahead and play the monster stack, maybe. The problem with that, 10 a.m. restart, right? Listen, we're not getting up till noon. If I were to do that, it would mean sleeping in my trusty RV because there's no way I'd make it back in time. So that's the plan right now. Deuce to 7 single. For those that don't know what the hell the game is, it's simple. It's no limit. The best hand is the worst hand in poker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so whoever has the worst hand in poker has the best hand in this game. And there's one draw. Draw as many as you like. You don't see no cards, bet what you like. It smells like smoke here because everybody's smoking. At least there's no more garbage. They moved the garbage. Cool. Oh.
Hi, welcome in.
What's up? Oh my goodness, Brent, you got it hooked up. This is the spot. Look at this. Seat open for a moment. What are we doing? Watch it. Oh, this guy's a fucking killer. Oh boy, he can do it. That guy, he knows what's up, I'm telling you. Yeah, did you play the flip and go? How many did you play? I just want to know.
Because I'm better.
Because you're not, you know what? You got to support poker, bro. You're not supporting poker if you're not playing the flip and go.
That's exactly what
No, but you screwed up, okay? Say you're sorry. You need to play more flip and goes next year.
If you took that patch off your chest.
I'm gonna delete. I'm deleting. No, I'm deleting this.
You wouldn't have been
Can
playing.
I moderate this?
Yes.
Because I'm on both of your sides.
Okay.
I think the structure is amazing. I think he's very correct that it needs to be capped.
Oh, the number of buys?
Yeah.
All for it, buddy. All for it. We agree.
How about
I'm all for cap.
You think the rig is fair?
I never look at the rig. You know me. You're asking the wrong guy. Oh shit.
You shouldn't say that much. You're supposed to be an ambassador.
I really never look. I should look.
You're an ambassador. You're a man of the people, and you should be looking out for the small person.
That's why I have Alan Kessler.
Right.
I mean,
I don't know if he's the person.
Okay, here we go. Look at this. Sitting on a beanbag right now. Oh yeah, that's what's up. This is their little setup right here. Pretty nice. All American Dave's over there.
See you, buddy. Good luck.
Hanging. We're gonna jump into single draw in a minute. Look who it is.
Hey guys, how are you? Good to be here.
All right, we made it through 2 levels. Fun stuff. Started with 25K. We're up to about 45K, and I got a few hands I want to share with you in the RV. I'm gonna start calling it the RV now. It's easier. It's more accurate. So that's what we're going with. A couple we won't call them breakdowns. We'll just tell you what happened. Okay, so it doesn't look like the monster stack's gonna happen. It's already 9:30 here. There's no way I'll be out in an hour anyway with a re-entry. So anyway, that alleviates us from any sort of stress, things we're gonna think about. Let's talk about a few hands. The first one I lost, folded around to the me. The blinds are 3 and 600, and they use a 900 ante for this game. You want a bigger big blind ante because you need something in there to play for. So I raised the button to 2,000. So beret sizes are bigger in this game, the whole shebang. And I have the 9-7-4 deuce. The big blind is Jake Daniels, who's got a lot of chips, and he calls and draws 2, which is a thing that, he does pretty regularly, and it's actually correct. And anyway, I catch a 10, so I make my 10-9-7-4 deuce, and he overbets the pot. He bet 8,000. Or no, he bet 7,000 on the river. And I called, and he made a 9-8. So I still think my hand is way too good. If you're ever going to like call, you know, bluff catch there against a 2-card draw, a 10 is just too good to fold. But then later, I played another hand where a guy raced to 2,100, same blinds. There's a call. I call in the like in the cutoff with deuce 3-5. Just gambling, trying to get some chips or whatever. They both draw 1, I draw 2. And I catch 2 cards that are 3 across, okay? When you look at your cards, I wish I had a deck here, and you peel them like this, you'll see if there's nothing there, that means it's an ace, deuce, or a 3. If you look and you see 2 spots, it's a 4 or a 5. If you open it up and you see 3 dots across, 3 pips, that means it's a 6, 7, or an 8. If you look and see 4 across, that's a 9 or a 10. And of course, if you see like a line, that means it's paint, right? Which is, you know, whatever, then it's a jack, queen, king. So I look at a 3 across and a 3 across, and I have deuce 3-5. So unless it's a pair, right, I've got a big hand, okay? I've got a 7 or an 8, massive hand. They both check to me. I don't look at what they are because I'm going to bet a 7 here, over bet, and I'm also going to bet my, you know, pair if I make it. So I bet 8,000 at it, about pot. And the first guy folds quickly, the second guy thinks for a while, folds, and I take a look just for fun to see. And it was a pair of 6s, so we won that pot. The last hand I want to talk about was against Jake Daniels once again. In this one, I raised in the cutoff to 2,000 with 3, 4, 7, 8. He called from the small blind and drew 2 once again. We drew 1, and he again overbets. He bets 8,000 on this river. We're sitting on about 35 at the time, and I have a 3 across again. All right, so 3 across means I'm 2-to-1 favorite to a pair because I have a 7 and an 8. So only if it's a 6 do I make the 8. It's the 6. I make the 8. Now the dilemma is against an overbet, which is a polarizing sizing. Do we re-raise all in or raise, or do we just flat? Because if he's value betting, we only can beat really like a good 9, like 9-7-4 or 9-6 or something like that. But he could have an 8 or a 7 potentially. And if he has nothing, he's not going to call us anyways. So I thought about it probably for too long, and then I elected to just flat because I have a really bad 8. If he has an 8, we're going to lose. I have 8, 6, 7, 4, right? Almost all 8s beat that. So I elect to just call, and he made 2 pair. So he had like 2 blockers to bluff, which is a thing. And so we won that pot, and now we're doing pretty good, up to 44, 45,000, feeling good. I got a good read on my table. I made one other overbet where it was folded around me in the small blind. I had 9-7-5, which isn't very good, but you can't limp in this game. You have to raise. So I went ahead and raised because the big blind's a little on the weaker, tighter side, okay? So he calls, and he drew 3, which surprised me. But anyway, I make a 6 and a deuce, so I make the 9. Now the question is, how much do I bet? Well, I made it 2,300 pre, so there's, or I made it 2,000 pre, so there's like 5,000 in there. I bet 10,000. I overbet big against a 3-card draw, and he called. He made a 10, so we won that pot as well. So things going well, feeling good, feeling comfy. I'm gonna put some furry socks on for the stretch run. All right, for those, Jake was asking about the vlog, so I'm gonna explain. This is Jake Daniels, the one I was talking about, okay? Usually doesn't have it once in a while. He happens to have it by accident, but for the vast majority of the time, he looks at you like this, and he's like, you got it, 2 pair, or something like that. Sorry, didn't mean a flashcard. Yeah, he just bluffs, he likes it. It's fun, right, Jake? Way more fun to earn them.
It's really not fun to fold either.
No, he does not like
Ask him about his golf bets.
Which golf? You got golf? Oh, golf bets.
1,500.
Oh, that's a long story, sounds like.
1,500 is nothing. 1,500 what? This. Oh, dollar figures? Yep.
All right, Alan. What is, I know I've been looking at your Twitter. What is bothering you today?
First of all, I want to say this guy is one of the most pleasurable guys to play with.
What's with all this nice stuff? All right, here we go. Okay, so what's bothering you today? Because I know there's a few things.
Well, I already talked to David Baker about it, but the mixed games, it's too slow in the beginning. What happens, all the pros come in at level 6, and they keep breaking the same tables over and over and over again, so you wind up from your original table having all pros at some point, because you keep taking one player after the next, after the next, after the next. Eventually, you have all pros.
Is that all? You got anything else? I thought you were hot on Twitter.
I told you that I wanted to tell you how lucky I was that I was playing in the Millionaire Maker with a guy that and terminal cancer, and he had a brain hemorrhage, and he's so happy to be playing poker, and I realized how lucky I am.
Oh, right, because you don't have a brain tumor.
No, that I could just walk around and play poker and not worry about anything and have plenty of money. And
this is the new and improved Alan Dessler right here.
It's like I don't have a care in the world compared to this guy. So even though I just busted the monster stack, it's all good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is going on? Chainsaw Corner, everybody. He's happy. You must have met a girl.
I wish.
All right, here's the situation. There's 15 minutes left before the rebuys are over. We have that 9,500. I don't care if everybody knows. I'm gonna gamble. It's like it's a given.
Surprise.
We're gonna gamble. Hopefully, I get something because it's hard to get a hand in this damn game, right? You know, it's hard to get a hand. So we're gonna try to get it in the next few hands and either double this way or double with a re-entry.
I put 1,500 to 1,000.
All right. Well,
I'm pretty sure he called with 5K.
what we got a discrepancy. He's calling. We're gonna be all
I'm pretty
in.
sure you owed it. Whatever. I'm drawing one.
Okay, I'm not drawing.
I'm 90% sure.
You've got to beat a Jack 10 8 7 3 something.
But it wasn't there.
So let's see. What does this man get? I'm all in.
90% sure you owed
in a flip. And he made it because it's a flip. All right, rebuy time. We're gonna have 25K. Another flip, y'all. You can run that. He had deuce 5 6 9. Okay, I had a jack pat, so I needed him to catch a cat. I needed him to catch a deuce 5 6 9 queen king ace. So we were a small favorite, but such is the situation. All right, I'm not going to bother with the last 10 minutes before the thing end. I'm going to go have a little salad or whatever, and we will do the max late reg on the re-entry in 30 because they're about to go on break in 13 minutes. So, you know, whatever. We'll take a little extended break and we'll give it a shot on the second and last bullet of the evening. All right, so here's the decision now. This is how the game works. It's up to me. Do I want a card? The answer is going to be no for me. How about you?
No.
Oh, shit. I have a 9.
You win.
All right. Okay. Phew. Thank goodness. All right. We doubled up. Yeah, 25 exactly. It's a weird situation. It's not like an all-in. You've got, you know, there's no flip involved.
Very first hand of the day.
I can win the flips when there's nothing to flip. All right, here's the deal. My friend needs one card. Yours truly, this was a little bit of a steal on a short stack. So we're going to take 2 cards. Hopefully he needs a deuce. Okay. Hands up. I got the 5 7 deuce. Yeah, I figured.
Is that my card?
Yeah. No.
That's your discard.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, turn your hand out. Let's see what you're drawing to. Okay, he's got a 10 draw. That's good. Okay. Let's see if he makes. Maybe he'll just make a 10, and then I'll be in pretty good shape. So he made a jack. Okay, so I need to catch. First card has his drawing live. So now we catch a jack, 10, all the things. Second card is 4 cross, 3 cross. It's 6. Oh wow! Hey, double up. I won it.
What is it? 10.
11-3.
11.
This man in the small blind went all in. Yours truly's calling, and now it's your turn. How many cards do you want? Take 3, bro. Take 3.
2.
How many?
2.
Oh my God, I have a decision.
You get the pass.
I have a decision. This is such a weird one because I have a flush draw.
You need
This
help?
freaking thing. No, I don't. See, so I have a 10 draw, but it's a flush draw. So he took 2 cards. Oh my goodness. This is tricky, but I'm gonna stay pat with a king. Okay. So you only gotta beat a king. Just give him an ace.
Okay, we're gonna let the vlog sweat it.
Ace or a pair. Man, I should have. There's a deuce. That's good. Give me the money.
Oh, I sweated the wrong way.
All right, y'all, another night, another bag. I'm not gonna lie, I had some mixed emotions about this one near the end there when I got short. And, you know, what was going through my head is, listen, I don't get a lot of days off. I've been making 2 a.m. every single night, basically, right? Tomorrow's Saturday, big day, Champions League, which I'm gonna introduce you to tomorrow because it's too long to describe. So I'm short stacked here, sitting there, you know, whatever. And, kind of was like in a mode of like, let me just double or bust, hopefully. But I wasn't going to do anything stupid, and I didn't. So I hung on there. I had, going the very last hand, the guy, I think, in the small blind, had the same idea in his head, where he's like, I want a double or bust. So he jammed from the small blind. I looked at the big blind hand, and I had deuce 4 6 8, which is, I would call anyway. So I call it all with the deuce 4 6. He drew 1, made a queen. I made a 10. Got the last little bit of his chips in. So now we have 65K all of a sudden. The average is like 75. It's about 90 players left and it's going to pay 40. So, you know, hanging around. And thankfully I have that RV that we're super grateful for. You know, that if things were to go bad, I've always got a place to watch at least one game. It is nice to watch at home though, because I got 3 TVs. I can watch all the games at the same time. Fun. But we're here to win bracelets. Plenty of hockey to watch throughout the season. It's just exciting because it just started. But anyways, y'all, that's another vlog in the books. Tomorrow is restart 2 p.m. again. I don't feel like I've ever bust before too. Pretty crazy. Bagging every night. Let's go.